You ready? Great. Good morning again, everyone. My name is June Brown, and call to order the July 22nd, 2025 meeting of the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. With me today is Commissioner William Cressy,
Present.
and I will be presiding at this meeting as chair. The first item is consideration of the agenda. Are there any changes?
No changes.
Right, great. Secondly, is approval of the meeting minutes from the regular board meeting of July 8th, 2025.
So moved by Commissioner Cressy.
And given that it's you and
I
I'll
guess
second.
you'll second.
I'll second the motion.
And
First
then
item.
all in favor?
Thank you.
No problem. All in favor, Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
All right.
The first item on the agenda is the interim executive director's report.
Good morning, and thank you, Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Cressy. The budget request for Cook County was submitted on July 16th. We have received the City of Chicago's budget request materials and submissions timeline. The board's initial request is due Friday, August 8th. Prior to then, Finance and HR are participating in kickoff meetings and training in order to make sure our submissions are accurate and timely. The IT department has been working with CDW over the past 2 weekends to upgrade the cable infrastructure on the 6th and 8th floor. Staff will be initiating discussions with our vote-by-mail vendor regarding printing timelines for the 2026 election cycle. I visited the warehouse on Wednesday, July 16th to confirm completion of the Wi-Fi installation of the 5th and 6th floors at 1819. During the visit, I also reviewed project timelines and was informed that further work at 1819 will be paused until after Labor Day. I will be attending the League of Women Voters of Chicago event this evening at 6:30. I will be providing a summary of the event and its relevance to the Board of Elections. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for Ms. Aspera?
The warehouse, the timeline on some things have been pushed back further?
So the timelines, any projects that are occurring at 1819, where we have no air conditioning. But 1869 projects will continue in that building.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
1869's building, any projects that are being conducted at 1869, they will continue there.
Okay.
Are we still merging, or are we going to remain as two separate buildings? I think
In
I
the
missed
meantime, we are still pending a lease for 1869, so in the meantime, all projects are 1869. However, we do have storage at 1819,
something.
and certain projects that are on pause for now.
Okay. You said there was no air. Are there people in 1819?
Currently, when I was there, no.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Hearing no additional questions,
No additional questions.
then we will hear from our Public Information Director.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just a few updates on the communication end. Our canvas is nearing the end of our proofing process, as well as our national change of address process. Our vendor will begin to print the forms tomorrow, and they'll be in the mail by the end of this week. We will have a staggered mailing program, so there will be approximately over 100,000 going out each day. That, again, will start by the end of this week and will continually give updates. This is the first notice of the canvas, so this is going to all 1.5 million registered voters. We already did identify about 50,000 voters who had a change of address, so those voters will automatically be getting our second notice as part of this process. And then it will be approximately 6 to 8 weeks as those voter canvases come back to us, both returned by voters or returned to sender, and then we will finish up the second notice. So that process is going along nicely. A couple fun things, I suppose, communication-wise. I'm bringing back the old City That Votes podcast. I'll be taping with our general counsel, Adam Lasker, tomorrow to talk about one of our favorite seasons, petition seasons, but talking about some of the guidelines as well as the offices on the ballot for the upcoming March primary. as well as just giving a preview of how the Chicago Electoral Board works. We did this podcast back in 2023 for municipal and had a lot of good feedback, and public found it helpful. So we wanted to bring this for this upcoming election as well. I'll be working with our handwriting expert soon to begin to work on videos and training materials ahead of the petition season and Chicago Electoral Board session as well. So that will be taking place over the next couple of months. I'm happy to say that we are working with procurement to release an updated RFP for a mobile app. So that will be shared soon with you, as well as our updated timeline when it comes to that mobile app. And as our interim executive director mentioned, we are attending the League of Women Voters Northside Unit event tonight. To give general updates, they had asked us to attend to talk about best tips of the trade for registration, as well as any updates heading into the 2026 elections. And so, as interim executive director Aspera said, she'll report back on the questions and what we learned from tonight's event. And that is it for my update.
Any questions?
Just the first round of mailers going out, when does that begin?
Looking to be at the end of this week, so
Okay,
printing
then
begins
that'll be
tomorrow.
over a 2-week process by the time we get them all out?
I think about approximately 7 to 8 days before they all hit the mail.
Okay, and then so everyone will have them and be aware there's an election coming, if they didn't already know, just in time for the circulation of petitions.
That's right.
So
And
we're all about the awareness.
well, and it gives voters an opportunity to make sure that their addresses are up to date, if they need to make any changes to their name, as well as cancel their registrations if they've moved out of the city. We do have a press release as well, social media materials ready once that starts hitting people's mailboxes to explain what it is, and just get people aware that this is something that the board does to go above and beyond to make sure that we have some of the cleanest voter rolls in the country.
Excellent, excellent. And then when somebody has asked them to sign a petition, they'll know if they're in that person's district or not. too.
That's right, including our Canvas will have a new voter card for voters, which has their new school board district.
Excellent.
So while school board candidates aren't collecting petitions this year, we want to get the awareness out that there are now 20 school board districts. So they'll get at least 2 rounds of those cards with their new district numbers. As you have probably seen, you're now either in 1A or 1B, 10A, 10B. There'll be 20 districts now that will be ultimately collecting signatures next year.
And we were able to fit all of that onto one card.
We were able to do so.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, thank you, sir.
Quick question about the mobile app RFP. Could you update or expound on that a bit for me?
Certainly. We earlier this year did have an RFP that went out related to the mobile app. We received really an unprecedented amount of questions related to it, as well as differing ideas. Part of the discovery process of that original RFP was perhaps we had asked for the moon a little bit when it came to a lot of the functionality of the app. So that RFP was canceled while we did some initial research and outreach. So along with interim executive director Aspera and our procurement director Carolina Roman, we reached out to other election officials across the country, including Durham County and North Carolina, who provided us with a lot of good information and of what is necessary for an app, as well as a lot of other type of details. So that information, as well as proactively answering a lot of tech-oriented questions. Thanks for a very close review from our IT department. After that last round of questions, I think is a very improved RFP that will come in at a much more cost-effective and a much more smaller timeline than the original proposal was. So I will, the procurement office will certainly follow up with the commissioners on the rest of the details and the timeline. But I think a little bit of practice makes perfect, that we were able to refine that RFP into one that I think will be both very useful for the board, but ultimately more cost-effective, and something that we can help create a bit internally as well.
Okay.
Great, thank you. And a small question on community engagement issues. You said you're going to the League of Women Voters. Are we connecting with them for any particular this is just fact-finding mission?
This was a request for our attendants to give updates and just an informational talk on registration details, follow-up from our voter survey and the forum, as well as a host of other different topics. This isn't a co-branded event or anything. Generally, when a group or a non-partisan group requests a speaker, we go and give informational updates, and this is what this would be tonight. It's the League of Women Voters North Side unit, so it is their deputy registrars and their organizers from the north side of Chicago.
And where will that be held?
That's Lincoln Park Library tonight.
Very good.
Okay, thank you.
And
Go ahead.
just for clarification and for the record, the mobile app, people will not be able to vote on the mobile app, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
There's still no online voting in the state of
I don't want
Illinois.
anything going out in social media that we're going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that. Okay, thank you.
We will help you vote, and we'll give you the information, but we still do not have online voting in Illinois.
Good.
Thank you. All right. The next item is old business. Are there any old business items? Nothing. No updates. All right, then we'll move to new business.
No, about anything on legislation?
I'm sorry, I skipped right past you.
Well, I should have
Well,
spoken up.
you
I'm
think
sorry.
old, I think of Adam.
Oh,
No,
Gee, thanks. At the federal level, what I can report is the SAVE Act is still not moved anywhere, not even into a committee. It's just sitting there. And on a state level, we still have not heard from our lobbyist of any news that there might be a special session, so we're just looking to this fall. Thank you.
Good.
thank you very much.
No news is good news when it comes to legislation, I think.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. All right, we'll move to new business. And the first item before us is a contract extension for Clarity Partners LLC. Thank you. Good morning.
Purchasing is requesting your consideration and approval for a second extension to the terms of our contract with Clarity Partners LLC with a durational term expiring at the conclusion of July 25th, 2025. Purchasing previously performed a request for proposal for website development to seek redesign and replatform for the ChicagoElections.gov website. A contract was awarded to Clarity Partners LLC on July 5th, 2023. The board approved an extension on July 26, 2024 due to staff requests for additional enhancements, maintenance, and developments to the redesigned website. The board has been satisfied with the services rendered by the vendor and is requesting a second extension to continue enhancements, maintenance, and developments to the redesigned website. Purchasing is requesting to extend the terms of the agreement with a durational term expiring at the conclusion of July 25th, 2026. Please consider approving the extension with Clarity Partners LLC and the dollar amount not to exceed $100,000.
Questions before we move on?
Yeah, it mentions, this is an extension of the original contract, the second time we're extending it. Does the contract have options for
Yes,
extending?
there
Do
is.
we have any more after this one?
I
Is it-
believe this might be the last one. This should be the last one.
This should be the final extension under this contract, so a year from now, possibly, we'll need a new contract. Okay. Just want,
If necessary.
I just wanted some, shall we say, clarity on
Yeah.
that. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, gosh, I have to remember, she's got the gavel.
Okay. And this time, because of the amount of work that's been completed, the price was decreased for this year, is that what it was?
I'm happy to give a quick update as Communications Director and work as the main point of contact for Clarity Partners, our vendor. We have been really extraordinarily pleased over the last 2 years, and to confirm, this would be the last contract extension of this current contract. It was always the intent to move into professional services agreement of not to exceed $100,000. This is essentially what this extension is. We just have the option to extend the current contract to its end date. Their last project, or the last extension, they actually came in under budget for the projects that we were working on, including new turnout maps, interactive turnout maps, a FOIA page, and an updated vote by mail online application. Moving forward, this is for regular maintenance and upkeep of the website, as well as any smaller new projects that might come up. Again, they have been really a pleasure to work with professionals all the way down and have won us 2 awards for the website, national awards. So don't mind bringing a little extra attention to the work that we put together on this.
Right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So is there a motion to approve a 12-month contract extension with Clarity Partners LLC for additional enhancements, developments, and maintenance of the board's website with an estimated cost not to exceed $100,000 and with an extended durational term of July 26, 2025 through July 25, 2026?
So moved by Commissioner Cressy.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown. All in favor, vote aye.
Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye. The motion has been moved and passed, and we will now proceed. Thank you. I think, Ms. Roman, you may stay. The second item on our agenda is a contract for approval of CPS HR Consulting for employee classification and compensation consulting services. And I have both Ms. Roman and Ms. Rogers.
Thank
Okay.
you. The procurement office is requesting your consideration and approval to enter into a professional service agreement with CPS HR Consulting to conduct classification and compensation consulting services for Chicago Board of Elections executive senior leadership and staff. CPS HR Consulting Services has over 40 years of experience in human resources, specifically in the public sector, and are prepared to provide tailored solutions based on our needs. This project will encompass a classification and compensation study and will be implemented in a segmented approach, beginning with CBOE executive senior leadership and then the remaining staff at a future date that is still to be determined. Pricing is based on the ongoing services agreement currently in place with the City of Chicago. The procurement office is requesting to enter into a professional services agreement with a durational term expiring at the conclusion of July 21st, 2026. Please consider approving this professional services agreement with CPS HR Consulting and the dollar amount not to exceed $148,501.50.
All right. Any questions?
One quick question. The name is CPS HR Consulting. I have to ask, is that related to Chicago Public Schools, or?
No, it is not, but I honestly thought it was.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't, but I had to put it out in the
It
air.
fooled me, because I mean, as a student of CPS,
Yeah.
I was confused as well, but.
I even advised, I don't think
Yeah.
we should be doing work with CPS like this, and
Yeah.
she said, oh, don't worry, it's not them.
That's okay.
So-
It's Carson Perry Scott.
I don't know what it is.
For those who remember that department store.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
thank
there
you.
anything you'd like to add, Ms. Rogers?
No, with their approval, we're excited to start with the project.
Great. All right. Then I'll entertain a motion to approve a professional services agreement with CPS HR Consulting for services related to employee classification, reclassification, and compensation adjustment projects, with the cost not to exceed $148,501.50 over the term of the agreement, which shall begin on July 22nd of 2025 and continue through July 21st of 2026.
So moved by Commissioner Cressy.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown. All right, all those in favor, vote aye.
Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye. The motion has been moved, seconded, and passed, and we will proceed. The next item is a bid, award, and contract approval for Johnson and Quinn, Inc. for 2026 ballot printing. Ms. Roman.
Thank you. The procurement office is requesting your consideration and approval of a bid award to Johnson and Quinn, Inc. as a result of the recently issued invitation for bid ballot printing for 2026. The IFB was competitively bid. The award selection was based off comparative total cost meeting the lowest bidder's requirements. In response to the IFB, the procurement office received a total of 4 proposals from the following vendors: Aztec Graphics Group, No Inc. LLC, D4 Solutions, and Johnson and Quinn Inc. A total of 3 vendors were disqualified. 2 vendors did not include signed addendums with their bids, and the 3rd vendor did not include required ballot samples with their bid. After evaluating the bids, board personnel determined that Johnson & Quinn, Inc. was the remaining bidder and was coincidentally the lowest bidder. Johnson & Quinn has a long-standing relationship with the board and has continuously demonstrated their ability to perform projects successfully, including ballot printing for previous elections and the voter canvass. The board has been very satisfied with their services. Please consider granting the contract award for the IFB ballot printing for the 2026 elections to Johnson & Quinn in the dollar amount not to exceed $1,161,080. And just for clarification also, when I had initially sent the memo, Mr. Lasker had pointed out the end of the contract term, and we negotiated with the vendor to have this contract end November 30th, 2026.
The end of it.
Very good.
Question?
Where's Johnson & Quinn located?
They are in Niles, Illinois.
So
they're very
we've got a Cook County contractor, which is good to see. And I know they've done great work for us in the past as well.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Mr. Arkham is pretty unbelievable. I mean, he's very responsive, very knowledgeable about what he does, and very excited to be
Very
working with us again, so.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you.
What was that cost again?
The total cost is $1,161,080.
That is
Yep.
slightly different than what I put down.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Because I have a 570.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So we will move with the adjustment of the cost before signing the contract.
The number I put down is about $700 more. I don't know where that, maybe it's just a typo,
Seven.
I apologize.
Okay, so if you could repeat the correct, the full amount, 1 million? Yep.
$1,161,080.
80, okay.
Okay, 1161080, okay.
Thank you.
And that's for both elections for next
Yes,
year?
that
Okay,
is.
very good.
Okay. Then- All right, then I will entertain a motion to contract with Johnson & Quinn for 2026 ballot printing services with costs not to exceed $1,161,080 for both the 2026 election, with a durational term beginning July 2025 and continuing through November 30 of 2026.
And, point of order, I'm sorry, I'm going to interject before the motion is actually made.
Okay.
I did figure out where my number came from, and I think we just want to make sure that we're doing the proper funding while we're here, get this done right.
Absolutely.
Do you want to take a short recess?
Do you? Are
No,
you
I
going-
don't think that's necessary, but somewhere in Ms. Roman's memo, I believe you stated the cost per election.
Yeah, I saw that in the proposal. Yeah, 74.
So when I took that number, which I'm looking for from Ms. Roman here, I've doubled it.
830, 784,
Yeah.
that still wouldn't be
But
what
but
you
I'm
gave
still,
us.
that's where my number came from. But I'm not seeing that number in Ms. Roman's. So I think we should, so I apologize. Thank you for giving me the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured out where I got my number, but not the original per election
And I'll
part.
just
That might be a
double check
pre,
also, just to be.
Ms. Roman and I do a lot of communicating by email back and forth. I may have pulled a number out of our emails.
Okay.
We're very close, but let's go forward with Ms. Roman's number, as the motion has been
As the
presented.
motion has been presented.
Thank you.
The number will be $1,161,080.
Right.
Thank you.
And then so moved by Commissioner Cressy.
All right, and seconded by Commissioner Brown. All in favor, vote aye.
Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye. The motion is moved and passed with the stated price.
Thank you.
All right.
That's all I have for you today.
Thank you, oh, thank you very much.
That's it?
All right. Then, next we will hear on the adoption of the revisions for the board's 2026 election calendar, and that will be from our General Counsel, Alan Lasker.
Thank you, Commissioner Brown. As we stated when we adopted the calendar on July 8th, we were waiting for signature data from the county clerk's office, which they released, I think, maybe 2 days after that meeting. So we have updated our calendar with the signature requirement data for county offices. Also, the State Board of Elections has made a few revisions to their calendar, which included to the school board. We already had it correct as to which are 2-year terms and which are 4-year terms for school board offices. But what changes the state board does affect our calendar is with the 4th Congressional District minimum signature requirement and the 36th State Representative District, so those have been amended along with just a few other typos.
Do we anticipate any more changes coming from other agencies at this point?
Well, that's a good question. The county data that we've updated right now, that the county clerk's office has published, is only data for the established political parties in relation to the March 2026 primary election. So at some point later, they will come out with the data for the independent and new party candidates that file specifically for the November 2026 election. So we will update with that data once it's released, but that may not be for several months.
And assuming that we do adopt these revisions, the election calendar will be available where?
Well, it's on, Mr. Bever puts it on the website, so anybody around the world can look at it there. We also have paper printed copies at both of our reception desks on the 6th floor and 8th floor for anyone who wants to come in and pick one up.
Okay, just want to put that out on the record.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I will entertain a motion to adopt and publish revisions to the 2026 election calendar as presented by General Counsel Lasker.
So moved by Commissioner Cressy.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown. All in favor? Vote aye.
Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown also votes aye. The motion has been moved and passed, and we
Thank
will
you.
proceed. And the last item on the agenda,
Saving the best for last, you may know.
that's right, we saved the best, well, not on the whole agenda. But the last item on this agenda is the selection of the board's executive director pursuant to 10 ILCS 56-25. I'll start with you, Commissioner Cressy, if you'd like to make comments.
Must I? Well, as you know, we have been looking to fill the position of executive director. Currently, we have an incredibly competent person as the interim executive director, but I'm told by council we can't just keep her at interim for the remainder of the days. But we needed to fill this, and we had some wonderful people apply, but we have been, I'm using the royal we, I guess, extremely pleased with Sandra Esparra's performance as first the assistant executive director, and definitely impressed with her work as interim executive director. And as such, it is my privilege, my honor, to move that this board name Sandra Esparra as the executive director. We're going to have to print up a new little name tag for you and everything, but an expense well worth it. And assuming you pass this vote here, congratulations and welcome to the new office. So I look forward to that. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Cressy. I could just say ditto after all of that. However, I won't. I just want to say that it has been a pleasure, and I've known Sandra Esparra since Election Central for some years now, and have seen her work there, but also been more and more encouraged about the future of this organization by seeing her act as in the role of not only assistant executive director, but also as the interim. Her experience is, I guess we could call her a Board of Election baby, because she's been here since 1993 and worked through all of the organizational structure which is very pleasing to all of us, and I feel that we are in great hands, and we've chosen the ideal candidate for this position.
Excellent. Unfortunately, we don't have a third voice today, but I'm certain
She echoes.
that it would be the same tenor. So,
And so, after that, I will now entertain a motion to name Sandra Aspera as the incoming Executive Director of the Chicago Board of Election Commissioners.
as authorized by Section 6-25 of the Illinois Election Code.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't want Adam saying that we didn't do it right. And therefore, so moved, as I say, with such pleasure and honor, so moved by Commissioner Cressy.
And absolutely seconded by Commissioner Brown. I really look forward to working with you.
And in that case, yes,
How do you vote?
Commissioner Cressy votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye. Welcome, and we look forward to working with you. Would you like to say something?
I'm sorry, that's not on the agenda.
No, it is an
Well,
honor.
okay, we'll let it
It is an honor to
Okay.
serve. It is an honor to, to serve as the executive director. I've been here 31 years. And yes, I do have a lot of institutional knowledge. And I am here for the voters and for the board. So thank you. It's an honor to accept the position.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I won't say that. Now we will have the legal report.
And thank you again, Commissioner Brown. I am going to start with just a few words about Ms. Aspera, if I may.
You may.
When I began at the board, she was the supervisor of vote by mail. And so she taught me a heck of a lot about how the world of vote by mail works, which has almost doubled in the amount of ballots we do since those days. Then she became the assistant executive director, and that's a position where I feel like we really have been in the trenches together, getting the grunt work done around here. And now, since March, she's been serving as the interim executive director, which has given me an opportunity, finally, to feel like I can help show her some things around here and how to get things done. And not to my own credit, but to her credit, her ability to really manage a large team and pay attention to the details while also looking at the big picture. She's ready to hit the ground running. So I applaud the board for such a good selection. Congratulations.
Thank you, Adam.
Next, I'd like to introduce to you, or reintroduce to you, Isabel Launchbach. She is our new law clerk, and she's in the back there. She will be law clerking with us for the rest of the summer.
Step forward, please. All I see is a podium in front of me. And I saw a hand go up. Okay. Hello.
She's a 3L at Northwestern Law School.
Woo.
Before that, she was at the University of Illinois, where she got her bachelor's degree, and while she was in college in 2019, she did serve as an intern with the board. So she's back for more,
Okay.
and we're pleased to have her.
At which University of Illinois, Chicago or Champaign?
Champagne.
ILL.
INI.
There you go.
Well,
So,
we won't
thank you.
question your judgment.
Thank you.
I'm also very pleased to report that we are at the very last step of negotiations for our supersite lease for an early voting supersite at 137 South State. It's gone back and forth several times. Our facilities contractor, Dean Fatikas, has resolved an issue with the bathrooms with the city. They've signed off on the bathrooms. They're ADA compliant. So this should be ready for approval by the board at the August 12th meeting, unless the landlord delays anything. They're looking at the last, it's in there, the ball is in their court now with the very last approvals, but it's been a very good back and forth. So, they're used to dealing with commercial tenants. There's just a little bit of a change for them to get used to a governmental tenant, but it's been a very fruitful, I think, negotiation period. We've also, as Mrs. Barrett well knows, we've been going back and forth with Cook County about a new lease for the offices that the board rents in the basement, the pedway of this building. And so we're going to be consolidating those. For quite a while, at least one of the spaces was actually a sublease that we had under RTA. But RTA's master lease is expiring, and they are not interested in renewing, so we're consolidating everything to a county lease. And that's been a successful process, too. And the last thing I really want to report is that the Department of Justice settlement series has been delayed for quite some time because, for reasons that are way above my security clearance level, Mr. Johnson from the Department of Justice has been unable to meet with us and to forward the project since pretty much towards the end of May. But he did just reach out to us. He's back on the radar. He's trying to set up a meeting with us for either this week or next. So I'm just pleased that we're going to get that continued to move.
Excellent,
Yeah.
Great.
And so that's my legal report for today.
excellent.
Any questions, Commissioner Cressy?
Just with the new super site, you know, hopefully it goes through. It's really an excellent location for those who take public transportation, because you got the L right there, you got the subway right there, you've got all of the bus lines on State Street and then Dearborn, a block away in Wabash. There's, I think, a parking facility on Wabash, so it's very good. My concern would be, and this, I guess, more goes to Max, is people looking to vote early showing up at the old site. So we're prepared to redirect people and tell them the new site, correct?
That is correct. I'm sure that, we can get that information out to the press, to our website and everything else. I'm hoping that maybe we can put some signage up around that area or work with our old landlord, just to let people know that that won't be our location for March.
Is Secretary of State going to maintain that
Yeah, they could still-
facility?
They still might, so
We can work with
we are,
them.
yes, so that would be intergovernmental and be happy to work with Secretary of State, and hopefully they would be amenable to putting up signage around election time, just to let people know where we're at, just a few blocks away.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, are there financial reports today?
None today? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any public comment? No?
No public comment.
Thank you. Mr. Lasker, is there a need for executive session?
Not today, thank you.
All right, and before I entertain an adjournment, thank you all for your participation and attendance. And again, congratulations, Mr. Sparrow.
Thank you.
And hearing that, I'll take a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved by Commissioner Cressy.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all again.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.